Okay, hello guys. Today we'll be reviewing the Oraimo FreePods Lite. I've been using it for let's say roughly 3 months now, and as you can see, it's already been unboxed. Yep, I unboxed it already, so I've been making use of it for the past, let's say, roughly 3 months now. So I think it's quite enough time for me to make an honest review based on my experience, and also speaking of based off the specs that the device came with. All right, without further ado, let's go straight to the point. So, what are the things we find inside the box? Don't mind me, I am making a video at the same time. Let me. Okay, so what do we find inside the box? We have the user manual. User manual. Not much, couple of instructions. We have the USB Type C cable right there, quite lengthy, for good length. Then we have the buds itself. It looks pretty decent, kind of shaped like the Apple's AirPod, but it has all the wears and tears around because I've been using it for like 3 months, like I said. Take it aside, and then we have the tips, the ear tips. It comes with the regular three-sized ear tips, the large, the medium, and the small size. Okay, so let's talk about the design. Yeah, like I said earlier, it looks pretty much like the AirPod with the Oraimo branding on it. And then it has this LED lights in the middle here. I don't know if you can see it there. It comes on once you pop it open like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It has a reset button right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, sorry about that. So once I open it, yeah, you can see how fast it pairs. It pairs very quick. Okay, so let's get down. It has the USB Type C. Rambo says it supports fast charging. So with like 10 minutes of charge on this case, you'll be able to get about 120 minutes of music listening, which is pretty quite good. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's start dissecting. What do we have? So I need to turn off my Bluetooth here so it to stop pairing. Done. So what do we have? So once we pop open the box, we have the two earbuds, which are pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'll pop one open so that we see. The light comes on immediately. You open it like that. It goes from green to yellow and to red. Yellow meaning the case is low, or it's just somewhere in the middle. Green meaning it's fully charged, and red meaning it's completely low and you should charge. So this is the FreePods. I got the black, comes about 3 color variants. I got the dark one, and it's a bit transparent as you could see. So Ramo says each of the boards houses about 40 mAh battery capacity, and then the case has about 500 mAh. And Ramo says you're going to be getting 8 hours of music listening when it's when the boards are fully charged, and about 40 hours of music listening when the case is fully charged. So roughly it should be able to charge your boards. The case will charge you to charge your boards about 5 times, from zero to full. So that's that for the battery capacity. Oraimo says this comes with a Bluetooth 5.3, which is an advanced Bluetooth technology with a distance of about 11 meters, which is pretty much. I've tried using it all over my house, and I could leave it in my room, and yeah, I could leave it in my room, and I'll walk around the house and I don't notice any you know latency or cutting signal. So it's the Bluetooth technology is pretty good, and the distance is probably even above 11 meters. I haven't really taken my time to properly measure. Rambo says this device comes with ENC, environmental noise cancellation, which I agree, because if you look closely at the ergonomics of the earbuds, it's well shaped such that when you put them into your ear, they environmentally cancel out the noise. Sometimes when I have them on and I'm trying to hold a conversation, I'm yelling because I don't realize how loud I sound because of how well the ENC on this device is well crafted. It just locks your entire ear canal and you could barely hear. So it doesn't come with ANC, but hey, it's a mid-ranged budget-friendly device. So I think ANC, right? There's a called ANC, active noise cancellation, but it comes with EMC. So for its price, I think that's fair, and it does the ENC thing very well. Most of these earbuds would advertise to have some level of ENC, but when you put them on, they're not properly fitted, and then outside noise, the ambient noise really gets to filter into but this doesn't have that problem at all, so yeah, we spoke about we've talked about the battery life. We talked about talked about the fast charging functionality. We've talked about the Bluetooth range. We've also talked about the Bluetooth technology comes, which is Bluetooth 5.3, and it supports both Apple and Android codecs, so you won't have any issues using it on both platforms. I've been using it on Android. I've not necessarily used it on the Apple device before, but I believe it handles pretty well when you do decide to cross platforms from an Android to Apple. It comes to the software, which I'll be showing you later on in the video. Quite intuitive. In that software, you will find things like how to control the touch sensitivity. You can switch from either making it a volume control sensitivity or music control sensitivity, and so on and so forth. We'll talk more on that when we review the app. But the app is pretty intuitive. Like I said, it has the equalizer there, which I really use, but it's there for those of us who are interested in doing that. Okay, so now let's talk about the call quality. The call quality on this device, from my experience, Apple says it comes with 2 mics. Each of them having 2 mics. I've not really been able to figure out where they're positioned. I think that should be probably one, and then probably one is on the node right there. I don't know, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to focus. Okay, but regardless, the sound quality, the call quality, I'm very impressed. I would say I'm very, very impressed with the call quality. I've used other Bluetooth devices. This happens to be at the top, probably among the top 5 or the top 3 when it comes to call quality. I've not had anybody complain when I make or receive calls with this device. Most persons don't even know. Yeah, so the ENC mic, according to Oraimo, really does the job that they say it does rather. So I'm impressed with the call quality. I'll probably rate the call quality maybe like 8/10. So it's that good, and especially for a budget friendly device like this, it's really really good. I'd say, yeah. So let us get down to the music quality. I must say I'm impressed. I would just have to say that I was really impressed, because I didn't expect much. This device goes from 11 to 13,000 currently, so it's pretty cheap, very affordable. It's a budget friendly device, and for a budget friendly device like this, I did not expect for it to have good, well arranged and processed music sounding or music notes. But I guess it's a Oraimo, and they've been in this business for quite a while, and they know how to tune their sound in such a way that it's quite impressive. I was blown away with the lows, the way it handles the lows. That's the bass. It's not so in your face. It's not extremely punchy, but it's just about that right quality. Whereby those of us who are not bass heads, if I use the word, those of who are not bass crazy, or who are not so interested in the low sounds, we're just satisfied with how the lows are produced. You could crank it up in the equalizer if you're one of those that love your sound to have a bit of that punch, but I'm very much okay with the quality and the sound of bass that this device produces. When it comes to the highs and the mids, it handles them pretty well. The voices appear very crystal clear. I've listened to a couple of albums with this device. It does very well when it comes to Afrobeat. I guess that's why we have Two-Face right there. Oh, that's Burna Boy. Yeah, that's Burna. Oluwa Burna. Yeah, so Afrobeat, it does it well, and every other genre too. It handles them very, very well. I'm very impressed with how it handles, both rock, both jazz. I'm listening to jazz. I'm listening to rock. I'm listening to Afrobeat. I'm listening to R&B. I've virtually used this device to listen to almost all the genres in music, and it handles them well. It handles your instrumentals, highs very well. They don't sound all distorted when you crank it up. Your voice sounds really crystal clear. And when watching movies, also beautiful, And the app has this latency mode for those who are gamers. Those of us who are gamers, and then you turn the latency mode on. It helps to cut down on latency. So when you're playing in especially those first-person shooter games, you don't experience so much lag when communicating or when listening to, the sounds, because those sounds come in handy when you're a gamer. So overall, I would say yeah, I'm impressed. The tips also, I'm currently using the large because I have a big, I'm huge. I'm a big dude, so my ear canals are quite big. So I need something large to cover it. So the tips really are. They by default they come with the small. Oh no, they made. I think it's a medium. I don't remember so much now, but I know I toned mine down. I turned mine off and put on the large, as you can see. So yeah, I overall I would say I'm very impressed. I'm super impressed. I must say, super duper impressed, especially for the price. If not for anything, for the price. So if I want to rate this device now overall, let's say over 10, I'll probably be rating this device a 7, and that's because it doesn't necessarily come with, maybe. Well, let's go down to the cons. Let's go down to the cons. I think the quality of material probably could have upped it up a bit, but hey, it's a budget friendly device, so yeah, I think I'll hold them on that. They could have used the more quality material, probably a bit of metal here and there, but plastic is not bad either. But yeah, and then it doesn't have ANC, so not that that's so much of a big deal, but those are still drawbacks because we're currently talking about the cons now. And then what else? Some I wanted to come off the box with very punchy bass. The bass is okay, but it's you can see I'm kind of short of words to to say when it comes to listing out the cons. That's because it has a lot of pros, especially for the price. So yeah, I would say go out there, get yourself one. It's worth it. It really is. It's good value for your money. It's cheap, it's pocket friendly, and it delivers really good quality and value for money. All right, do subscribe, like the video, and drop your comments. Thanks for listening. Catch you guys on the other side.